Oh yeah. There it is. Got the sandwich, bacon, eggs for sandwich day. So I heard yesterday that there was a solar flare, coronal mass ejection yesterday. I guess it takes a couple of days to actually get to or past Earth. So there was some concern raised. This is a larger solar flare, I reckon, and it is obviously in the direction relatively of Earth. So I'm not sure how we can track that, or where people are tracking it at, but it definitely went off and is en route. So any Faraday cages or anything, I guess you got in effect to get some things put away. It's interesting how those things work. They push out, and they're like a wave of energy. They discombobulate. They just don't have like a ray of sun. They're not like a straight line. They just kind of mold and shape and twist and turn as they go through space. It's like a wave kind of, but it changes. And I don't know if it can change direction necessarily, but it kind of changes. Whether it might take up more room or whatever. But it's kind of weird how that works. So a hit on Earth. If anybody knows the link to where you can find like a estimated time of arrival and where the Earth will be in its rotation around the sun at that time, because whichever side is facing the sun, I believe, would be the most at risk, correct? It'd be interesting to see. So just something to think about. Ma'am, see what happens when you don't shower before you get in the pool? Gotta clean up. Nobody likes a dirty pool. Keep it under control. Got it. So tonight we're going to be cutting into the back side of the chicken coop we talked about the other day, giving this alternate entrance into this other pen, and then we'll leave the other side open for a couple of days so they get used to it. Then we'll close off the other side so they can't exit out that side. Yeah, I've never shown off my chicken coop on here, but it was made of a repurposed pallets, essentially with some siding that we had left over from our other shed we made. So it was all repurposed material, except for the shingles on top. I bought the shingles on top. The plywood was also, basically we bought a shed kit, made a shed, and then had enough left over for a chicken coop. And we're just going to be upgrading it with some more roosts here soon. This is an old bed frame. That's why it's painted, an old double-decker bed. We've got another one that we can put in. What I'm thinking of doing is putting their feed trough up along next to the roost so that it's not down low. Right now I got a piece of gutter for the feed trough in here. And here's our new door, just like I planned it. Let's knock it out. All right. New entrance. May opened up a little bit more. I don't think I've shown our additional sunflower startups here at home. Just the spontaneous seed got here somehow, but we watered these, so we're trying to rush them before they get to winter. It'll be a good snack for some of the animals. Alright, YouTube, once again, good evening. Wrapping up day 7 here. Kind of bounced around a lot this evening. They were talking about the what do they call it? When the solar flare hits, they were talking about the borealis. Yeah, I can't say that right now. The northern lights, basically what we call them. They were talking about those being well seen tonight with the different solar flares hitting. There's some pictures going around. I guess it was seen as far south as Arkansas back east. I kind of milled about a little bit to see if we had seen anything. I think you have to look north, and the lights from Reno are pretty much due north. And I think that might really hurt, even if we could even see anything. But and the full moon, I don't think would help, because it'd be very, very dim if we were to see them this far south. But it was a thought there for a second. And then I saw the news just broke, 8.0 earthquake, or an 8.1 off the coast of Mexico. So big tsunami alert out there on the coast and in a lot of the islands, I guess. And so potential disaster. I guess it was off the coast. I guess Mexico City felt a lot of shaking. People were running for the hills, basically. Getting in the streets because the buildings were shaking. They said 90 seconds of shaking, which if you've ever been in an earthquake, 90 seconds is a lot. So lots of going on the disaster preparedness front, that's for sure. All those in the path of Hurricane Irma. Had a couple friends I'm with that were packing up and leaving Florida. Folks I know left Miami early and didn't get to Atlanta till late, and then they were going to push on up, I think, to Tennessee or something. But 95, I guess, was just wall-to-wall traffic from Miami north out of the state. Craziness there. And then they're pretty much preparing for Irma all the way up the coast. I guess the mayor of Savannah ordered a mandatory evacuation starting Saturday morning. Seems a little bit of an overreaction, considering a lot could happen between now and then. But that's what people do. They overreact sometimes when they're not ready, right? That's the biggest thing. You know, people aren't ready for things, you overreact. So prayers everybody out there, batten down, get out if you feel the need. Yankee 4 did a good video. He's down there in South Carolina, close enough to the coast, I believe. I don't think he's right on the coast, but he did a good video on his preparations. I mean, he's been a long time doing what he could, prepping. He's got a solar setup, so he won't have a problem. Power, the wind knocks out power and whatnot, things like that. But it sounds like he's on a plan to move out if Irma comes close enough at a Category 4 level or higher. He's moving out. If it's Category 3, I think he said he's going to stay with some nearby, with some people that have a little bit better structures, because they do have a lot of trees that are worried about getting blown down. But other than that, he's not worried about so much having stuff. He's got stuff to ride it out, but it's his house and the trees that could get knocked over, whatnot, he's really worried about. Go check a video out. I'll put it in the comment box. Alright, we'll wrap up day 7. Y'all be out there, prepare, live free.